Hello and welcome to Eyewitness Report on Channels Television. I am Jomi Otaibe. This week's edition of the program takes us back to Makun, a community in Ogun State where trade by barter, an age-long medium of exchange, is still held in high esteem. Also on this edition, residents of Trademore Estate in Lugbe, Abuja are still counting their losses after some parts of the community were submerged in flood. These and more shortly. We begin with an interesting development. It's been 4 years since we first told the story of trade by barter in Makun, an Ogun waterside community in Ogun State, southwest Nigeria. Our report attracted several changes in the community, so we embarked on another long journey to Makun for the updates.
Not many thought that trade by barter still exists until we visited the Ajabo market in Makun, Ogun waterside. It's been 4 years and we took another trip there. It is over a 2-hour drive from Abeokuta, the state capital. Though still very quiet, much has however changed. The roads are better and the market has new stalls and there are several streetlights provided by the community.
I can remember the last time you came, Makun wasn't like this. But when you came today, you saw something else. And what you saw, it was the channel television effort that bring all these things. I would want to use this opportunity to thank the federal government of their presence here, maybe because of what they saw in the television. Because I don't believe Makun is going to be like this. Though I still want more, and I still want your effort in Makun because I don't want you to leave us. Today, the trade by barter, even the last time you come, when you see there's no enough people. People have been trying to pull out from the market. But since they noticed that channel television has come and advertised their product, advertised their market, you can see that it was a different from what you see before. So it has been a very good thing that your presence here in Makun. God has sent you to us.
It's another market day and the jetty is busy as traders arrive with their wares. The seaweed is creating a new challenge for them. Despite all odds, especially one posed by the presence of seaweeds, these traders who have come from different parts of the country have to continue to push to be part of this market in Makun that has become sort of a phenomenon. When night falls, the Ajabo market comes alive. Not everything is exchanged by barter though, but those who practice it have kept an age-long tradition alive. It is wet tonight, but it appears that the last resort had some level of impact. You can see some open stores constructed with these traders in Ajabo market by the federal government. They're happy about the development because they can still do business even while it is wet.
3 years ago, there's no any new shop. But now we thank God and we thank government. They give us another new shade. But we still need more. Because as we see, there's no light inside the market. And our people, they're always selling in the night till daybreak. So we are begging federal government to come and do more. But we thank them. So we still need their help.
This is the fish market. So, and they also do trade by barter here, no exchange of no whatever you bring here, maybe like red oil or ororo or whatever it is. You want to change with the fish people, then you change with the fish people. If you bring that in, they will give you fish. Or if you bring a fish, they will give you plantain or whatever it is. So that's what they are selling here and what they are trading about here. So, and if you like, you can bring your gari or whatever to change with people whom you meet selling something else here. Whatever you wish from the bottom of your heart to sell, to change with them, you change with them or you sell it.
By daybreak, the traders are set to return home with what's left of their goods. The people are proud of what they have and are grateful we came.
Makun market is a place you can find the reliable things, reliable stuffs like fish, good fish. From here, I can say it boldly that from this market, they take fish to Port Harcourt, they take fish to Oshogbo, they take fish to far away places. I can say it boldly. Apart from that, we sell gari, original gari, cassava flour. Original one, not all this one that they will mix with amala or your state amala or stuff. We sell original red oil that they used to do with hand, not machine oil. So Makun market is the best market I've ever seen.
Our light on Makun, the last of the Ijebu town and land, has inspired some changes for people who have continued to identify with their customs and traditions. They hope that when we return sometime in the future, the market will be well lit up, the hospital fully functional, and the yellow roof revolution of the state government is extended to their schools.
As the rains become heavier, residents and motorists in Calabar South local government area of Cross River State are living in fear that they might be cut off from accessing major roads. Eyewitnesses narrate their plight as they look forward to intervention from relevant authorities.
Calabar South Local Government Area Council in Calabar, the Cross River State capital, South Nigeria, has a population of about 93,000 people. It also hosts the Wat Market, considered as one of the largest markets in the state. There are various challenges in the area, but poor road infrastructure is a major one. Some of the roads were constructed over 3 decades ago. Most portions of the roads have been rendered impossible with deep potholes.
The road and the environment has not been something to write home about. The road has been so bad that most time it has become death trap mostly when it is the rainy season. People find it difficult to pass through. We get waterlogged all over the place, and to also our vehicle got spoiled because of the bad road. So many times people are stopped from going out to their businesses, sometime in the morning and any other time. So it has not been all that easy for us in these environments. Some people, somebody like me, I grew up in this environment. Since my secondary school days, I went to Pin Margaret Secondary School, so you can imagine that. So it's over 30 years since, or thereabouts, since I left secondary school. So it has been like this, and if not partly because government came in later on, it was a dead tribe totally by then. Or some of us, we feel that a semi-bridge should be built because the government here is not able to help us in any way.
It's affecting everybody, even the road, the major, because it's now one way. 2 cars cannot pass at the same time. And when it rains, the water overflows from the gutter to the road. So the main problem of the road should be, I think, is the gutter, because the blocks or the holes that the water, the drainage, have been blocked by dirt. So that's why the water cannot pass easily. Instead of that, the water will overflow and cross to the road. Well, we have been trying. I personally, I went to the chairman of the Calabar South. I went to him personally and I told him this is the problem we are facing. He told me that it's a state government project. So I had to do it this way. Since I'm an overseer of the church, I had to call my members. We always work on this gutter. So to clear, like the other day, I don't know where they cut a very big tree and the tree came to block the whole place. We had to cut it into pieces so that water can carry it. So we have been trying. So we just believe the government will also help us out. It's affecting because when the water is overflowing here, it will cross over to this side. So it's affecting everybody.
The drainage systems have also collapsed, cutting off residents of the area from accessing neighboring communities whenever it rains.
Don't worry.
Be careful.
Don't worry, I'll just find it.
Wait.
Ow! Thank you. Thank you.
The gutter you are seeing here is being blocked on a yearly basis. So it's now becoming a routine thing for the community to be coming down here, seeing how they can unblock them. Because once it blocks like this compound you are seeing, all the people living there, they have abandoned the property because of a flood. They will come in and chase the people away from the community as the water hit down and broke these heavy blocks. So nobody can withstand the volume of water that you found here. And this water spans from Zenith Bank at Highway and down here, straight to the stream, to the river. So it's not something an individual can do or a community. So we don't even have the money. We would have embarked on this because this is causing problems to us. And that's why we are calling the governor at the government of Cross River State to come to our aid. The rings are not supposed to be here because there is no way you can stop people from dumping refuse into the drainage. It's practically impossible here in this our site. So if you allow this to continue, people will still poor and will still face with the same challenge.
We are not enjoying this road. Most of our cars, they're shocked. It's bad. So if they will help us to do this road for us, we'll be very grateful. It's a very big trouble because we are driving the car to buy the fuel. We don't have anything to take home. Then added with the effect of the road, we are really suffering. So if the government will do something, we'll be very grateful.
The effect of the road actually is the refuse in the gutters and the sands that are here. If rain falls, you can't step your feet, especially on that covered side. You won't even know where is road and where is water, the gutter. So the road is very, very bad, and especially this rainy season. The rainy season is always very, very tough for us to do business, to pass. Even students can't pass. So that's the issue we are having here in Palm Street Extension. If it rains like in the morning, it will take time before the water will drain out for people to pass. Actually, I want government to help us. Maybe whether the problem is from the refuse that are inside the gutter, the government should help us just make some place. Like if you check the other side, you see that the water has just spoiled one side of the road. So we want government to help us just do the road for us so that we can have a good pass. And sometimes the water even climb up to this other side. If you check some building at Palm Street, the other Palm Street, you see that some houses, their fences, they have fallen because of the rain.
There is a way out. That's according to the youth leader, who claims the roads have been maintained by communal efforts. The Cross River State Governor leads some top officials to assess the collapsed sites and other erosion-prone areas.
The gully here, the ravine here is quite deep. I don't think we should allow something like this in the middle of the town. I mean, looking at it, I know that it must have consumed a lot of people's residence, and life is basically threatened. So it's actually an emergency site that something has to be done. But good enough, the World Bank has it in one of the programs which I intend to follow up. That informed my coming here to check, to look at it, how it is now, whether the drawings on the table actually fit the drawings that are here on ground. But I believe that we have to do something about it for people here to be safe. Something has to be done. We are here to work for them. And from my records, we have many other sites like this. Resources are limited, but we do the best that we can in the short term. But I believe that in the medium and long term, we take care of this very, very well without any problem.
Residents in Calabar South are hoping that the deplorable infrastructure here will be given a facelift sooner than later.
Welcome back. Several properties were destroyed after flash floods from heavy rains occupied parts of Trademore Estate, located in the Lugbe area, along the airport road in the nation's capital, Abuja. Channels Television visited the estate in the wake of the incident.
This is the look of Trademore Estate after the heavy downpour that started in the early hours of Friday, June the 23rd. In the wake of the rains, several properties are submerged, some washed away, others damaged by accompanying flash floods. While the rain has ceased, drainage and other large water channels are still busy pushing out accumulated water. Some residents of the estate, including eyewitnesses, speak.
In as much as we've been experiencing a flood in this area, but it has never been like this for like last 2 times. Last 6 years, it has never been like this. You know, sometimes when this happens, we all to look at where this whole problem is coming from. First, if you are coming to this estate, you notice there's a bridge in front, just after Voice of Night, VON gate. Once you pass there, before you get to this other bridge, go there right now and check. You find out that there's no water flowing as much as, because if you look at it from the Google map, you notice that there are 2 channels, which is this one and that other one. They've blocked that other one. So from estate, I think we were meant to understand that they built an estate in front of there or whatever they did, and they channeled the whole water to this other one. So that is what is causing the majority of the flood. Yeah, if you look at this place is low and that place is high, so you cannot expect something that motor that is moving at 170 km per hour and you expect it to slow down here. It will never slow down here. It will still be going, and once it's going like that, and if it's going to a place that is way higher, the speed will reduce. Once the speed reduces and it starts coming back. So they should go and clear that other one, open that other route for water to be passing through. Not until they open it, we'll still be experiencing this.
I saw vehicles being carried away. The water was coming up more. And I saw a vehicle coming with someone in it. And I beckoned on people to come. This person is an Uber driver. He doesn't know the area. Thank God that his life was saved. We asked him to open the door. Anytime he opens the door, the water will close the door. And we moved him from the car to a safer place. The car got stuck in water. There was serious flood aftermath. Nobody could then go into the water. Those who could swim got into the water. The Okada boys, some of the residents who could assist came out. Now, finally, at the end of the gate, some boys came out to rescue women, children from their houses. Some of these children, their parents were not home. We thank God that these children were saved.
I was actually going to the airport, so I called an Uber man because I didn't want to drive. I was having problem with GPS in my car. So by the time we got to that bridge there, the water came up to tire level. So we were thinking probably it's normal rainwater. Then gradually again, within 1 minute, it came to window level and almost submerged the car. So at that point, we wanted to get out. The doors couldn't really open. But we were able to open it with force. By the time we opened it, the water had already filled the top of the car. So we had to swim to I had to swim to that side and I climbed that pillar there.
First responders, including officials of the Federal Fire Service and the Emergency Management Agency, are on ground to assess the situation and to assist stranded residents.
Most of the houses that were marked for demolition last year were submerged. I've gone round and I've seen most of them that are yet to be demolished. They were submerged too. So that simply means that there are still structures that are still on the waterway. So we are going to come back here with town planners and surveyors to carry out a comprehensive survey of the whole estate. The good thing about this year is that there was no loss of life. And we have realized that some of the houses that are on the low plane were the ones that are really affected. And they were submerged up to above window level. So we are still pleading with the residents of Trademore. Agreed, we were impressed when we arrived here and we realized that the residents of Trademore swung into action before our arrival. They gave a helping hand, and that was why there is no life loss. And we are very happy with that. But for how long are we going to continue with this? All the houses that are built on waterways, that are on floodplain areas, are supposed to go. We are pleading with the residents of Trademore, especially the ones that are on waterway. Nobody is going to take the land from you. Nobody will collect the houses from you. But once it is rainy season, if you insist you want to live there, please move out of that place to save lives. We're not talking about properties now. We're talking about the lives of members of your family, and that is it.
With the rains yet to get to the peak, the chairman of Phase 3 of the estate calls for government intervention.
As a result of the rain that has been falling today, we've had flash flooding, which we get every year in Trademore. Thank God, our primary concern today was to rescue life as opposed to concentrating on people's properties. So as we speak, no life was lost. We give all the glory to God. But we expect that the issue of this annual catastrophe will have to be addressed in tandem with government agencies. And that's what we are looking at. We hope they will be able to come to our rescue this time.
This is not the first time Trademore Estate would experience flooding. It has become an annual occurrence during the rainy season. Last year, several fatalities were recorded from a similar incident, with residents describing it as the worst in the last decade.
If you wish to make an impact in your neighborhood, then you have the chance to do so on this program. It doesn't take much of your time. Simply use your phone or any mobile device to capture activities around you, be it developmental or such that cause setbacks in your community. Send the images or video with a brief description to the Eyewitness platform on the channel's TV app, which can be downloaded from online stores. With your company personal details, we'll contact you to develop a story from what you've sent in. For now, here are the pictures we have for this edition.
We begin this segment of the program with an eyewitness video of flood covering a section of the Ifo-Olomo Road in Ifo local government area of Ogun State. The eyewitness reporter laments that the flood, which often occur after heavy downpours, is a threat to lives and property in the area. He said the overflow is further worsened by poor drainage system. And from Yobe State comes these pictures showing how a windstorm blew off roofs of classrooms in Masaba Community Primary School in Busari local government area of the state, thereby crippling learning activities. The incident reportedly occurred on a weekend when pupils were away.
Thank you for your contributions as we look forward to more. That's it on this edition of the program. See you same time next week. I am Yomi Otaibi.